What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another late night. This time we're doing something a little bit more different. We're going all the way to the west. We're going to be watching some westerns. We're going to be catching some, epics. The first being A Fistful of Dollars, which is the first in the trilogy, and starring Clint Eastwood. And I've never seen the trilogy, as as much of a Tarantino fan as I am. It's quite shameful that I've never seen them, But there's always that time when the exploration and the curiosity just takes over, and you just have to see it. And like always, we're going to be accompanied by Big Willie.
Don't ever go over my fucking head again. Get this through your head. You only exist out here because of me.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. Without me,
this is making me curious as well.
Where you gonna go?
I don't know
I'm
what he's
counts
on,
out here.
But...
And what the are you doing on TV anyhow? I get calls from back home every day. I gotta listen to people.
We're gonna get into this film. If you've not seen it, I hope you're ready to watch along. And if you have, I hope you're ready to see this commentary. I'm going to be watching it both from a first-person perspective, but also just to see the brilliance from a filmmaking standpoint, from a written standpoint, just to take it all in. So, without further delay, let's get right into it. Where a go. These titles seem very much inspired by Saul Bass, like completely vectors, like very abstract shapes, but only three color schemes, but it works. I like that as foreshadowing. We're going to see a lot of gunplay. Wow, that's a little bit too much. Best to mind your own business, I guess, in these parts. He has not even said a word, but I'm still convicted this guy is a bad man to deal with. What is his business here? Oh, he's coming back to scare them.
But if you don't mind doing a little killing, you will have no trouble finding someone eager to pay you.
The killing business pays good. Mm-hmm. So, well, we'll see what he's in really town for.
Saludos. Now I pity better look you over to take your measurements.
That's the one man who's continually working.
Things always look different from higher up.
But nothing's up there. Go ahead and get out.
Unless he's gonna start aiming from that vantage point.
You're lucky they don't usually limit their fire to the mule. A man leaves his own land and looks around for any reason. Juan de Dios tolls the bell to Piripero serves another coffee.
Two bosses.
Two bosses is one too many. We'll see what his... Like, is he gonna take down both of them?
Get 3 coffins ready.
Huh?
3 coffins. The confidence that this man has. I mean, he's offering his service as a hired gunman, so he must be a pretty hot shot.
You see, I understand you men were just playing around, but the mule, he just doesn't get it. Of course, if you were to all apologize...
Oh, he hit a nerve there. He knows they're not gonna apologize, but he knows that.
See, my mule don't like people laughing. It's the crazy idea you're laughing at him. Now, if you apologize like I know you're going to, I might convince him that you really didn't mean it.
Nah, he just needs a reason to kill all of them. They're not gonna apologize. The quickest hand in San Miguel. Wow.
I'm John Baxter, sheriff.
Yeah, well, if you're the sheriff, you better get these men on the ground.
Boy, oh boy, did he command that scene. Especially when they went to the tight close-up on his face and the music just whipped in.
The suit of armor is one of his favorite targets. Naturally, when he does not have anything better to shoot.
Well, I'll be kind of curious to meet this brother of yours.
Lest there be a standoff between him and the brother.
Who's that?
Her name's Marisol. You just forget about her.
Well, that'll be pretty hard to do. I mean, she is, after all, the most attractive person we've seen so far.
Go and see the Americano. Just ask him if he needs anything, and make friends. Get one thing clear in that head of yours. This is going to be a quiet town until Ramon gets back. Is that clear?
you always have to keep 1 year, on everybody's conversation, just in case, outside over here, you never know when somebody might just shoot you.
Everybody in this town talks about Ramon. Kind of curious to meet him.
If you're smart, you'll try to stay clear of Ramon as long as possible.
All right, now we have a triangle of interest, except there's no connecting lines between Ramon, this attractive female, and Mr. Clint Eastwood.
I hope the guns you will be giving us will be equally useful to our army.
Rest assured, Captain, we'll check them over together.
Oh, man. Well, he was right in one instance. It was gold, but they didn't foresee this. This is just a massacre. Oh, will he escape? Will he escape?
There, it's Ramon.
Okay, he is a good shot.
There's plenty of space for everybody in this town. Even Baxter's. For this reason. I've decided to hang my gun up on the wall.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's probably the opposite of his intention.
You mean you don't admire peace?
It's not really easy to like something you know nothing about.
Stay in San Miguel and you may just profit from the experience.
No thanks. I'll be moving on.
Oh, there's a real tension between these two.
You might enjoy dining with us tonight.
You see, the Baxters have 4 men in the cemetery on account of me. I don't think they'd appreciate my presence.
Well, that's true. That's true. And he probably knows tonight there's no banquet. It's probably going to be a fight.
So forget about the Baxters. We'll take care of them later. When the investigation finishes.
It's quite a plan he already has hatched up, two sides already killed each other, so that nullifies his own, involvement.
You just keep your eyes open and keep your wits about you.
Well, that's good, precaution, because if they do anything, it just gives them license to be killed.
Take it easy now, will you? These 2 friends of ours here are gonna help me pay your bill.
Get up there!
Okay, we still have to see how, but it's funny. There's this talk about life and death, and he's such an expert gunsman. He has probably seen so much of it. He was like, oh, I'm not even familiar with the concept of peace. Like, he never knew it, and so like this guy's backstory is probably interesting in itself, like what he has seen.
Sorry, when a husband finds a man in his wife's bedroom, you're never sure how he's gonna react.
Take his gun.
The soldiers, the ones who were escorting the gold.
2 of those soldiers got away. They're hiding out in the cemetery. The Baxters, they're about to capture them. Hey! Rubio, get the men.
Oh, he's definitely orchestrated this to his own liking.
These 2 soldiers as witnesses against Ramon. The government will be able to rid the town of the Rojos and the whole band.
The San Miguel will have just one boss.
Hurry!
This will just look bad on Ramon, but hey, it's easy money, if anything. And hey, if it gets to finishing this resolution with these 2 big bosses, all for it.
Come out!
What great accuracy. Cornered him all the way so that he was next to the platform, shut the 2 ropes, had the platform hit him in his face, and he's unconscious. He is intelligent guy. And there it starts, the battle. I like how they're just intercutting him, like trying to look for their stash while a gun battle is going on. Oh, that's what he wanted to make sure that they were 2 dead.
I don't know, but somebody shot at me.
Marisol! Marisol! Where are you, Marisol?
Interesting how stuff from the Rojos are now going to the Baxters. From the very beginning, he killed 4 of the Baxters. So it's interesting how the power dynamic play is working out, and he's just in the middle of it.
I've been to talk to the Rojos. They'll give back Antonio in exchange for Marisol. It'll take place in the morning.
Very soon, you're going to be rich.
Oh, he does. He has a fistful of dollars right now. Oh, look at him. He has a bottle, a chair. He's just waiting to see this exchange happen.
Why can't I look at them? I want to see her!
Ah, I did not make that connection. Okay, so now there's even more to it.
Mama! Mama!
Jesus.
Oh boy. The angles of the camera, we're going from her to him to the boy. It's a triangle, great interstitial cutting.
You were warned to get out of town.
Oh, they just have to break up the family, don't they? Hey, he's standing up, and hopefully Clint Eastwood has his back.
You better get going, Ramon's waiting. And you, get that kid home where he belongs.
I can only think that he said that for their own good. Like, obviously he wants the family to be together, but, you know, is either that or he risks an outright war in this town.
And the trouble is the name of Ramon, claiming the husband cheated at cards, which wasn't true, he gets the wife to live with him as hostage.
And the husband?
Oh, him. There's nothing for him to do. The Rojos threatened to kill his little boy Jesus, and he was forced to accept things.
Wow. What? That Ramon guy is some work. He's a cheat. He's a stealer.
To be at war with the Baxters now is worse than sitting on a big case of dynamite.
Where should we put this? Put it over there.
Hey, that's a fresh plate, breastplate. So who knows? Maybe he might use it, and you know, if it ever comes down to fighting with Ramon, he might use that again. What an example.
Good shooting.
Precision.
Very good shooting.
It seems like he drew a heart.
The man with a pistol will be a dead man. That's an old Mexican proverb, and it's true.
It is? A Winchester and a .45? Oh, was he only just pretending? Oh, that's some great framing just now when he finished washing his face with the light coming through the window.
Did you not tell me no one could go see Mama?
That's right.
Then why does that man see her when I cannot?
Brilliant camera move. It went from, why that man? And we're just seeing his back from across, you know, their house. How ominous. Whoa. In cold blood. Wow. That was very similar to the Django sequence at the very end. Set it on fire. Set it on fire. There we go. She saved him. you can see she's sort of reluctant, but you know, he's bringing her back to her family.
Much distance between yourselves and San Miguel as possible.
How may we thank you for what you are doing?
Don't try. Just get going before the Rojos get here.
Oh, that's fantastic. He gave money even to them. What a way to buy their, not buy their freedom, but then give them a start.
Get moving. Get out of here.
Does he have to shoot the floor?
They kidnapped Marisol. This looks like the work of the Baxters. Quick, let's get back before they attack our house in the town.
Right, once more again, is the Rojos thinking it's the Baxters. And now, again, there's going to be another war, impending. So we'll see again where he's at. Where does he fit in? Oh, isn't that a great shot? Just to have all the rest of the riders so close up to the forefront. They're. What an interrogation. Well, the only real way out of this is if the Baxters came in and, like, intruded. Ow. That hurts. Well, again, he does not really look like the super muscular type of guy. I mean, he is decently built and so on and so forth. His asset is his hands, right? So, like when he put the cigarette on his hand, like that's the first thing I thought of was his shooter hand. Hopefully, it's not it.
Watch out he doesn't escape or die, otherwise do as you like.
Oh no. Not the shooter hand. Oh, that looks mangled.
I think you will find this more amusing than cards. All orders are to be sure he does not die. And also make sure he regrets the day he was born.
That's a command. Make him regret the day he was born. No, that's one way to send you back into the womb. Fantastic shot right here. Just saying it.
Esteban, what was that noise? I do not know. Heard a yell and then a crash.
Oh, is the third half, like the third act, all gonna be him injured? Well, it buys him a lot of time, that's for sure. Oh, it would just be so epic if he went to the coffin maker and he said, make these many. And he was certain by the end he would be killing the Rojos.
The Americano isn't stupid. He knows that that's the best place for him to hide. The Baxters, eh? Then better go and get him.
Ah, man, they're just pulling in this guy in when he has absolutely no idea where he is. Ah, he's hiding in the coffin.
What are you doing in there?
Come on, get me out of here.
But you're not dead yet.
I will be if you don't get me out of here quick. Settle it down.
What a metaphor. The Rojos somewhat killed him, but he will be resurrected to be an angel of death.
I see some signs of life. Let's be ready when they decide to come out.
Oh, this guy just waged war by completely bombing their side. Oh, killing them in very cold blood and laughing about it. They deserve what's going to be coming to them.
You won't try a trick of any kind.
None! No tricks! I said before, I give you my word. We'll leave!
Are you sure? You had better ask permission of your wife. Maybe she won't be too happy.
Oh, come on. They peacefully surrendered.
Murderers! I hope you rot in hell! May you and your brothers die spitting blood! Curse you for this! Murderers!
Complete murderers. They came looking for the Americano and they destroyed everybody. Hey, it actually kind of works. He actually got it to work. But this is almost like his, coming into the third act, like from the second to the third, he's coming, with improvements, breastplate, a new vengeance in mind.
It's dynamite. I stole it from the Rojos. And now it seems to me the moment's come for you to light the fuse and send it back to them.
all the gifts are like artillery for the death sentence.
Too early to be asleep yet.
Oh man, these people. These Rojos, they're the Rojos, they're merciless. Okay, he has their attention. Out from the shadows, he comes again.
Let the old man down.
Oh, it didn't even allow him even to take out his gun for a standoff. That crash zoom.
You losing your touch?
Big time. They can't even explain it. Oh, wait until he empties his Winchester. That'll be the day until he reveals the breastplate.
Don't forget the heart.
I just like him, walking around the periphery and, like antagonizing him. Oh, he's out. A brilliant breastplate. Now everybody is waiting. Prepare the coffins. Eat my 45. Sweet business. Oh, is this a reloading? Oh man, see, this is why he's the man. He's giving him the proper opportunity. The 45 wins. The pistol wins. It's time to change that. Time to change the parable. A wonderful close-up. There you go. The brothers are gone. How lucky that they caught that.
You mean the Mexican government on one side? Maybe the Americans on the other side? Me right smack in the middle? Too dangerous. So long.
Adios.
Well, he already had enough of being in the middle with two parties. So he's gonna hitchhike on to the next adventure, where he can make a few more dollars more. I just like, he's just taking everybody's measurements at this point. The end. Simple. Thoughts. Well, for the first installment in this trilogy, this certainly sets up our lead character as somebody not to mess with. Just pay him his dollars and move aside. There's no allegiance. There is no bias. There's no allegiance. There's no sides. He's just there to eat, have a good time, catch some sleep, and make it to the next pit stop. Doesn't really have a home, but that's the mythology and the legend of this character, and how befitting the title is. A fistful of dollars. I mean, who knew his original intent was it to get this family to safety, and he really did it with all of his, like, well, he could have died for one. So like, this person probably has no connection to anybody, no family members, no nothing. He's just a hired gunman who's wandering about in the wilderness. It's a great film. It's simple, and that's what it is. There's not too many characters. There's even the screenplay is not overtly trying to hammer you home with every line. It's just good the way it is. The action sequences, at least in the wilderness, when they're riding with the horses, it has some great shots, especially with the gunplay. I would have liked to see more horse gunplay, except I can't, well, beggars can't be choosers for everything. But even just the last, I remember Biff, in Back to the Future 2, he was watching that scene, in that specific scene, and I was like, okay, I know that's from one of Clint Eastwood's films, but it's from this one. And what a great way to end, just him walking. Make sure you shoot the heart. And that was just quite enjoyable to see, his complete introduction into this town, them telling him just to leave, you don't want to get into Ramon, and then us understanding Ramon's whole relationship, and this poor mom who has been stripped away from her family because of a bad poker game. And the whole deal with arms, and the Baxter and their whole trade, and how Ramones are, not Ramones, but the Rojos are just, this corrupt three brothers that just needed to be put down. But the town was just at a stronghold with this family, because they were just two big power dynamics. And lo and behold, the two people that still stayed alive at the very end were just the two people that did their jobs, and they didn't ask too many questions. They held the moral compass, and they did what was right. And they lived to tell the tale of Clint Eastwood, the Americano. But it's quite good, even just to see him leave in a coffin and then come back as this man, through the smoke. It's almost like he is a ghost, ghost protocol. I liked him orchestrating all the the battles, and it was a fun film. It was a fun spaghetti western, the first of its kind, like the very first of the original spaghetti westerns that I've seen. Other than that, I've mostly seen everything post 2010. Well, I would assume 310 to Yuma was in 2007, but after that, most of the westerns I've seen are pretty much post 2010. You're talking about Django, Hateful Eight, both Tarantino films. So I'm quite excited to be seeing more Sergio Leone, more of his pictures, and more Clint Eastwood westerns. And if there are other epic westerns that fall into this category, do let me know. But other than that, it's just, and especially the music was just so fantastic. Like, especially when he would just open his eyes, they would just play that I don't know how to properly hum it and such, but you know what I'm referring to. And it was just, it is his theme. And the very beginning was just fantastic, just to see that type of animation play. It's really fun. In terms of like the cinematography, like I quite enjoyed how much close up when they had these intense battles, especially at the very end, how they punched in on almost everybody's face, how much they punched in on Clint Eastwood's eye and on Roman's eye, and then at the very end, just his dazed, trying to survive, and him just looking out and then looking at the sun, and then finding, he suddenly turns his back and just half bends over dead. And what a way to end the film. But, if you guys have seen this, if you guys have a history with it, do let me know. I would love to read it. But other than that, God bless you. And until I see you in another late night, stay safe and enjoy cinema, my friend. What's up, you cinephiles? Thank you very much for making it to the very end. Me and Big Willie don't take that for granted. We really appreciate you. Now, if you would like to show your support to us, you know what you can do up here. You can smash that button, really just smash it. And, if you would like to check out some more content, they're all curated by days up over here and playlists. So, you know what? We hope you're having a great day. Don't crumble and just continue to smile and be a good bastion of cinema.